Hey guys, and welcome to
Funky Monkey.
I am feeling the funk today. Let me tell you why. Because it is a Mattel figure review of Terry Funk. Yeah, Terry Funk. An absolute legend. A legend. He's in the Hall of Fame. But to a lot of WWE fans, and maybe even wrestling fans, might not be aware of Terry Funk. I think that's fair. Certainly this generation might not be aware of Terry Funk. His debut, you have to go all the way back to 1969 for his debut. And I can tell you that he was active as of November 2015. He's had a couple of retirement matches, but actually in November 2015, it wasn't widely reported, but he actually had a match against Jerry the King Lawler, which he lost by DQ. It was on a small indie kind of thing. It wasn't obviously WWE. Certainly not WWE, because they wouldn't clear him. This guy is currently aged 71 years old. Recently, you will have seen him on Raw in the build-up towards WrestleMania 32. Terry Funk was the guy that handed Dean Ambrose the chainsaw. He was also known for a time as Chainsaw Charlie, and he has gifted Dean Ambrose. It was a brilliant little segment, because he was saying to Ambrose, if I had a son, I'd want him to be just like you. If I had a daughter, then it don't matter. And it was funny. It was a funny little segment, but that was a real passing of the torch. Now, as you can see, this is branded as ECW, and has obviously got the ECW logo on it. It also comes with the ECW title. I can tell you that Paul Heyman has actually given a belt to Terry Funk and told him that he is a honorary lifetime ECW World Heavyweight Champion. Just because of what he did for ECW and what he did for the wrestling business. I mean, honestly, I could sit here and I could talk to you about his achievements all the time, but we do need to have a look at the figure. Before we do that, though, it is just worth mentioning that he was ECW champion twice. He was ECW champion in 1993, I think it was, that he beat Sabu. And probably the most famous one, at the grand old age of 53 years old, he captured the ECW title for the second time, beating Raven in 1997. A fantastic moment. I mean, a real fan favourite. This guy put his body and his life on the line every single time he went to the ring, because he just has thrown himself around. He's cut himself open. He is extreme. He is an extreme wrestler. Some of his matches are close to impossible to watch, because there's matches where he's swapped over the ring ropes for barbed wire and then gets tangled up in that barbed wire. This man is horrifically scarred. And those scars are very visible because of what he's put his body through. Now, if any kids are watching this, then absolutely you do not copy or do anything that Terry Funk has ever done, because he has badly hurt himself throughout the years. But I just wanted to get across to you how much of a legend this guy is, and as I say, he's in the Hall of Fame. Only had very short runs with WWE. But he did have a run with them in the mid-80s, and has kind of come back and forth with them throughout. And he is a former tag team champion as well. He held the tag titles with Cactus Jack, also known as Mick Foley, one of his great friends. So that's enough talking. There's the figure, and the real reason I wanted this was, yes, because it's Terry Funk and he's a legend, but because of that ECW title. Up to now, you could only get that belt with a rare exclusive CM Punk, which I've seen selling for like £70 odd. Really don't have that kind of money for one-off figures, so I was so pleased that they released it as part of this as well. And it's nothing less than Terry Funk deserves. If you get a chance to pick this figure up, I strongly recommend it. Because of the title, but also because he is a great wrestler and a real legend. he deserves people to know more about him. So that's the front of the box. As you can see, it's the same picture on the sides and on the back. And on the back here, it's got the others in the series, which is Dean Ambrose, Finn Balor, 1-2-3 Kid, Lita, and Ryback. It says he is 6'1", 247 pounds. He's from the Double Cross Ranch in Texas. His signature move is the spinning toe hold. This is the ring attire from ECW 1997. As we said, that was the real pinnacle. That's when he managed to beat Raven for the title. And career highlights, ECW champion and a 2009 WWE Hall of Fame inductee. So that is the packaging. What we'll do is we'll open it up now and we'll have a look at the figure itself. Okay, so here's the figure. And again, I have said this before, but it annoys me that these Mattel figures their arms don't go down by their side. Look at that, although that's pretty cool actually. So I'm quite pleased with that. Ring attire is very accurate. Face scan is fairly good. To tell the truth, it's not as great as some other face scans that I've seen recently. Colouring is fine. His ring attire, as I said, is very accurate. He's got that removable headband, which it doesn't mention on the front as being an accessory. I thought it was actually part of the figure. So yeah, that's removable, which is pretty cool. Nice little addition. I mean, you look at it and you're in no doubt as to who this is. There's nothing really any special on the back. Nothing that's no markings or anything. He was an extreme wrestler. His attire ring attire was fairly plain. So there's nothing too extreme about it. I just think the face scan's a little bit off, and maybe even the body's just a little bit off, a little bit too good. I don't want to sound offensive to Terry Funk with saying that, because he was a legend, and I've made that point very clear. But he worked hard in the ring and enjoyed life out of it. So I just think that the figure's maybe a little off in that regard. Overall, I would give this figure, give it a 7 out of 10. It's not a disaster by any means, but that's not what the final score is going to be, because I can easily push that up by a couple of points to take it to 9 out of 10 because of that ECW World Heavyweight Championship is a belt that I haven't got in my collection. I am so grateful to Mattel that they have got this out there again. I absolutely love this. This is, it's very true to what the ECW title looked like. I think it's a fantastic accessory. I think that they've put it with the right person as well. I think Terry Funk deserves to have this belt in with his elite figure. And I've got no qualms with that as a set, giving it 9 out of 10. I think it really pushes it up. They also give you like this branding iron as well, which is just an okay accessory. If anything, he's known more for a chainsaw than he is for the branding iron. But, hey, look, I'll gonna give it me, I'll take it. But for me, that's really what completes the set. So a 9 out of 10. Without that, I'd say a 7 out of 10. But a really good figure of a legend, an absolute wrestling legend. Cool. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter. That's at Wrestling Days UK. And if you haven't subscribed, it would be really appreciated if you did, because obviously I've got a lot more videos coming and don't want you to miss out. So thanks a lot from me, and let's see if we can get Terry Funk, feeling the funk, Terry Funk to say goodbye. There we go. So see you again next time. Bye for now.